Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name is John McDonald and today we're going to make a very relaxed, easy arrangement. Now, my inspiration for this was really I got some nice materials, specifically this Catinus or smokebush, which I just think is beautiful. So I was really hunting around trying to find what's the best container and I came up with this one. Not because it's the best, but really I just couldn't find one that was as nice. So I think what would be quite nice is picking up on the colour of these and having some nice kind of like rich colours was what I was really thinking. So I've got some nice materials. We've got some grasses, we've got some allium heads, we've got this little kind of September flower stuff. It kind of grows like a weed where I am. A couple of hosta leaves, a nice rose and a little bit of sweet william. So really we're wanting to have a contrast of kind of dark and light. So the kind of lighter flowers, the darker foliage, the darker container, the rich colours, that was really what we want to try and go for. So what I've got with my container is I've got big pin holder. Now this is a great one because it's got quite good strong pins and they're quite deep as well. So it's good for taking like the woodier materials such as the Catinus. But I also want to put in a couple of other ones as well. So this one is a Wazakura kenzan. So if you are interested in maybe having a couple of kenzans in your toolbox, then have a look in the description of this video. We've got a link to Wazakura who supply top end kenzans and pinholders and shears as well. So they also do like the Japanese shears. Their link is in our description, and if you're going to order something, then you'll get 10% off if you use our code on your first order. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill this with water. So it is really important to add water. We need to have a water source for our materials. And with the pin holders, all you really need to do is just fill it so that they're submerged. As long as the water goes above the pins, then you know that everything is in water. Now, these all have rubber feet, which is great. I've used a little bit of non-slip matting under that one, just to give a little bit more kind of non-slip, I suppose. And I need to just have a little look with this. So as I say, we've got some really nice material. And the only thing is it's got very definite movement on it, so it's how best to put that in. Like actually that might be quite nice, just going backwards. So I'm going to make this kind of front facing. So this being the front, and the idea as well with here is that we get a little bit of a reflection of the water. So we're not looking to hide that water, we're looking to actually make something off it as well. So everything's getting a nice cut. And I'm just looking at how best to cut these. There's always a way of cutting that makes things go in the direction that you want. So what we've got here is we've got a little bit going backwards, a little bit going forwards. We've got nice straight line, and we've got nice use of our foliage as well. Bring a wee bit of that to the back. Now, as I say, that's all gone into our big pin holder, which is great. And what might be nice, well, this is the thing, I don't want to have so much going on. We might get away with just using the big pin holder. And if that's the case, then I'll remove the other ones. But I do want this to have a bit of volume. I do want this to be quite full. And really this is just perfect for it. As I say, I'm calling it September flower. I don't know, I don't think it really is a September flower, but it's really pretty and it has the same look as a September flower. And really that contrast of the light with the dark is just really great. So now we can have a little look and see what we want to do with our foliage. And I think this pop of the green just really looks good as a nice contrast with our darker foliage. And I also have a couple of bergenia as well. Now, as long as we're hiding our pinholders, it doesn't matter if we use one or we use three, that doesn't really matter. And it doesn't matter if there's literally one leaf on the pinholder. If we're not seeing that, then it's not a problem. So what we're doing is we're basically creating a framework for our flowers. Now the flowers that I have, I actually had a couple of stems of beautiful roses, and unfortunately the rose has decided that it would drop all its leaves, all its petals, and I'm just left with this one stem. And with the fallen, with the buds as well, that are damaged. But I think it's quite nice. I'm going to take this really low down. So this is some sweet william. And just having that light flower down the bottom is taking your eye in. Same here. Now, I've got a few of these beautiful allium heads, which I love. And again, this is just going to add to our feeling of lightness. And we'll take one through the back as well. The reason I do that, and I do that a lot, is it just takes your eye through the arrangements, makes it much more interesting, and gives it more depth. Now this Sweet William has a really nice line. So what I've got left then is really these beautiful grasses. So we're going to add some of these. Now, you might find that material like this doesn't sit as well on your pin holder. This is not a problem. Once you've got like a volume of material into the arrangement, you'll find that actually it'll be supported by the other material that's there. The other thing you can do is you can actually take 2 or 3 and make them into one little group. So I don't really want to tie them together, but let's just see if we can Get them to sit down in there. We've got this lightness here of these smokebush. So this grass is just also giving us a lightness. So this is quite a natural feel, a natural style. So we've got quite an upright feel, and this is really all we need for our design. I've got a little bit of foliage left. What I'm going to do is just pop that one in the back. And that really just hides the pinholders completely. So there we go. We've got a really interesting arrangement that's actually not heavy with material, but it has a fullness and a lightness. We've got that contrast between dark and light. We've got that nice pop of kind of the bright green as well, just to create a little bit of contrast. So basically we've got texture, we've got volume, we've got lightness and darkness, and we've got an interesting mix of materials. And these also have a little bit of movement to them as well. So I hope you like today's design. It's a little bit different. I think it would look great in the right setting, but let us know what you think in the comments below. Now, we've got new videos every week. We'd love you to join us for one of our next videos. But if you're feeling like a little bit more inspiration just now, then have a look in the description of the video and we'll post a link for one of our previous videos that you might enjoy as well. So if you haven't already subscribed, then we'd love it if you do. Press the like button. It really helps our channel if you can do that. And if you can share the video, even better. So until next time, take care and we hope to see you soon.